Alright, I'm Halls and this is Defeat the Enemy, and we're back for another PS Plus Roundup. This is July 2015. We had a bunch of interesting looking games this month, so here we go. Driveclub. Okay, there's no footage for this game, and here's why. I don't know much about the game. I knew it had been delayed for ages and finally came out this month, and that was about it. So I start the game up, I get thrown into a race ends, goes to a menu, I pick a second race, and it tells me I need to buy some DLC to start the fucking thing. So I'm like, fuck that, and I uninstall it. And then I realise, of course, I've forgotten to hit record, and I can't be fucked to re-download it just for a little 5-second clip, so fuck that. Anyway, that was my experience with Driveclub. Mousecraft. It's a very basic little puzzle game. It looks like a mobile port, but it was amazingly, it isn't. It's actually a proper game, which blew me away because it fucking looks like one. You have to build a route for some mice to get to some cheese using Tetris blocks, and that's about it. People are comparing it to Lemmings, but it has nowhere near the depth of Lemmings. Never mind the fucking charm. It's just a tedious puzzle after tedious puzzle. It even has a button to speed up the game, and when you press it, it's still fucking slow and boring. It's fucking ugly too. I really dislike the art style. Was not impressed whatsoever. Entwined. It's another indie artsy PS Plus thing. Like, the gameplay is like a simplified casual version of the Sonic 2 bonus stages, except you can't fail or lose. It looks pretty and it sounds pretty good as well, but the gameplay is totally lacking. Did not hold my attention for very long at all. Rain. This one actually looked interesting. It's a stealth game, but the gimmick is that you're an invisible kid, and when you walk in the rain you can be seen because like the water's bouncing off you, and then when you go in a dry bit you go invisible again because there's no water and shit like that. Anyway, you have to avoid monsters by running from cover to cover. It's pretty much like a normal stealth game, but with wet and dry instead of light and dark. It also has survival horror elements because you've got no way to fight the monsters. You just have to like run and hide from them. It's pretty interesting, but the artsiness gets in the way a bit. You spend a lot more time walking around and being narrated to by these little sentences that pop up than you do trying to outsmart or avoid the monsters, and the game suffers because of it. Like a few more monsters and a bit less chat, I think it would have been a bit of a better game than it ended up being. Sticks. This is a stealth game about a goblin who likes to kill dudes. Like, he chokes them out like an MMA fighter, even though he's like half their size. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but anyway, he sneaks about killing dudes and shit like that. It looked painfully mediocre when it came out. It looked painfully mediocre when they announced it as a PS Plus game, and it's painfully mediocre to fucking play. Nothing stands out about this game at all, except the voice acting, which is shit. Rocket League. This game is the absolute shit. It's football but played by rocket powered cars that can also jump and drive on walls. It's one of those easy to learn, difficult to master deals, and it's really, really good. Looks great, sounds great, plays great. Unfortunately, there are frequent server issues, meaning you can't always get online and play, but it's still the best game this month by far. Pure enjoyment distilled into a little 5-minute game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am shit at it, but it's just so much fun to play, and that like I don't even care that I'm shit. And when I do get a goal online, it's just like such an awesome feeling. You can't really relate that to anything else in gaming, to be honest with you. So yeah, Rocket League is game of the month. Everything else is joint last except Driveclub, which is just like in the trash. That's not even on the fucking list at this point. July 2015.